George Brown College is in the heart of downtown Toronto, where students from all over Canada and internationally come to study and grow as an individual. George Brown is proud to have such a vast and diverse group of students coming together to form one big sense of community. From just 2006 to 2016, more than 81,000 students have come, studied, and graduated from George Brown College. Out of the three campuses, St. James is the original and main campus for the college. However, it is also the most outdated campus and needs a few updates and renovation, mainly the library. Although the library is a place students commonly turn to, there are some issues on the main level that need to be addressed. The first issue that was a concern for students is that there are no washrooms located in the library. To currently use the washrooms when studying in the library, you must leave and go down 2 sets of stairs. This makes it difficult for students to use the facility and cuts many students' time in the library short. Moving forward, we propose to add 1 women's and 1 men's washroom, allowing students the ability to stay in the library for more time for their studies. Another issue with the old setup of the library is that there are very little amount of plugs and outlets. After looking around at one of the sections of the library, we found that there was not a single plug on the wall. This makes it harder for students who use their own laptops and devices to charge and use them. Designing the library with more plugs and outlets will give students a better and less frustrating experience. Another issue that was ranked high in our surveys is the need to upgrade and increase technology. What is available now in the library is very limiting and makes it harder for students to access what they need. Increasing the number of computers, printers, and scanners will allow more students to use the tools they need to finish their work. This will allow students to do more work at the same time and optimize the space in the library. Another issue with the current library is that the Wi-Fi is extremely slow. This makes it harder to work online and access Blackboard, the main student-to-teacher portal. Improving the Wi-Fi speed will allow students to freely access what they need in order to finish their work with less frustration and annoyance. A lot of time in the library, there is not enough chairs or tables for everyone. After a quick walk around the library, you can easily see this problem. The hunt for a spot can often be harder than the work you were there to do. The students will come and leave completely due to the lack of space. The addition of more tables and chairs is essential, allowing a higher number of students to be able to use the library. The St. James Library doesn't have any art in it, making the library seem lifeless. Let's be real, going to the library and studying is no one's favorite thing. But adding more art and colorful pieces will inspire creativity, but also portray the library as appealing and less of a gloomy and boring place. This will help give the library some personality, which it currently doesn't have. Another problem at George Brown is the little amount of study rooms that are located in the library. Such a limited amount prevents many students from being able to have a private area they can study. Adding more rooms will draw in more students to come and study in the library. This will also encourage group work and communication. Lastly, the visual appearance of the library needs an update. Many of the walls are scuffed and the paint is chipped off. Simply painting the walls will add a visual appeal and in turn make the library seem less old and less gloomy. With every project, risks are involved. One of the risks in this project is not completing the project on time. This can be avoided by extensive planning. Making sure we are on track and completing the requirements on time is key to a successful project. This may seem like a smaller issue, but going over the time given will mean the whole renovation will be off schedule and off budget. The second risk that can occur is not having a big enough budget to finish the project. We must mitigate this to make sure that we can finish the whole renovation with the budget given. Moving forward with the renovation, planning and budgeting the money will be a key concept to the completion of this project. The last risk is having changes in the project. This may happen, but by accepting them and revising the project to fit those changes is important. Planning extensively will help, but always being prepared to make changes is a part of successful renovations. This project will begin in April 2018 and take 2 years to complete, ending in April 2020. In order to complete this project, we must reach out to stakeholders that will be involved in working in our project to see if they are able to sign a contract and start the renovations. One of the primary stakeholders will be Ann Sato, the president of George Brown College. She will be overseeing and helping plan all the contracts out. All major financial decisions and changes to the college must be reviewed and approved by her. We will also have George Brown College Department of Special Projects. They will be overseeing our proposal and deciding if it is worthy of being presented to the president of George Brown College. They are the client who will pay for the project. And of course, we will have the students of George Brown College. They will be the final users of the space intended to renovate. One of the secondary stakeholders would be the project teams. These would be the construction companies, and they would be responsible for executing all tasks related to the project. There will also be subject experts like architects, engineers, interior designers, and IT technicians that will all work together towards our goal to deliver a modern and technologically advanced space for students. And there's also us, the project management team. We will be overseeing the entire project from the initial proposal all the way to its completion. We are also responsible for ensuring every step of the project is being carried out on time, within the scope, and within the budget. You might be wondering, well, what is the budget? After careful research and price negotiation, to achieve the desired deliverables in the scope, we have proposed a minimum budget of $120,000 to be granted. This budget includes all materials and labor. It also includes a contingency reserve in case there are any major changes during the execution of this project. Our precise and extensive plan will ensure that we stay within our budget. Students, faculty, and the college itself will all benefit from this project. The expected rate of return to the college would be approximately 15.28% from the estimated budget. This results from tuition paid from 500 students being enrolled to enjoy the new benefits the library has to offer. The overall usage of the library is expected to be 20% more than current rates. New equipment and improved atmosphere will bring excitement and willingness to stay longer working in the library. This will cause students' grades to increase at least 15%. This will also cause graduation rates to increase. With a newly renovated library, George Brown would become much more competitive with other colleges. This project is expected to have very positive return to George Brown College, profit-wise, benefit-wise, for both students and faculty. Therefore, we think this is the best option to be selected as the next project to be implemented at St. James campus for George Brown College.